All the rage on the internet right now is talking about Amazon's new adaptation of The Lord of the Rings, and there is really negative reviews about this. And I watch a lot of the culture war guys, the things that they're saying, a lot of the nerdy guys, people that follow this very closely, and they're all saying this: forced diversity is not good. And to be honest with you, I was sitting there like, this is an English mythical fantasy tale, and now all of a sudden we have black women dwarf queens? I kind of thought that was a little weird. What are you guys doing? And then you got a black elf, which where in the Lord of the Rings was there ever black elves? I thought that was a little strange. And then there's reports of nudity coming into the Lord of the Rings, and then there's also people that have had unconfirmed reports that there will be LGBT representation in this new production. And I'm kind of bothered by all this. This is really strange. You know, there once was a day when Lord of the Rings was, you know, a largely wholesome thing, aside from all the witchcraft and devilishness and all that, but to make it woke was just a bizarre turn of events for me. And literally, the adage is true: you go woke, you go broke. And the main complaint that these people have is that you are literally destroying the source material in order to accommodate a new generation of viewers on this Lord of the Rings stuff. Which brings up the question: should we destroy the source material in order to accommodate a new crowd? I mean, Lord of the Rings kind of looked like, you know, ancient Anglo-Saxon England, but now you're trying to make it look like downtown Philadelphia. That's a little weird. Why though? And I guess this falls in line with the fourth phase of the Marvel MCU, the Marvel MCU, where like all of a sudden all these superheroes are all women and they're all minorities, and some of them probably are going to be gay and whatever like that, and they're literally destroying the source material in order to accommodate a new generation. Matter of fact, one of the ladies who's running Marvel Comics is such a raging narcissist that she created a character after herself.
And it's sort of based on your life, yes? Her backstory.
She did that. You ain't fooling me, lady. I got you figured out. And just think of it this way, like if they were to do another Black Panther movie or something like that, but like Black Panther was played by Jim Carrey, you would kind of think that was a little weird, wouldn't you? I mean, I know I would. I would still, I guess, watch the movie. I mean, I watched Black Panther, and you know, I mean, it was an African slanted movie, and it was true to its source material, and I didn't have a problem with that at all. But all of a sudden, we're taking a European Anglo mythical tale and trying to adapt that to modern woke diversity culture. You know, diversity's fine. I don't have a problem. I mean, you know, heaven's going to be a very diverse place. I have no problem with that. But when you're actually destroying the source material in order to force diversity upon something and thus destroying the source material, that's where it gets a little iffy for me. Now, I don't really care that much about Lord of the Rings, but that is the point that a lot of these social commentators are making, and I think it's a fair point to have. And all these people that they get these college degrees, they get woke in university, they go into something and they go and absolutely destroy it, like Bad Robot has, and all these terrible companies forcing female heroines upon us that really aren't that interesting, kind of like Star Wars. Bro, that last movie was garbage. Like total like, I mean, I watched that last movie one time and I was like the hyper Calvinist that just got in a car wreck. I was like, shoo, I'm glad that's over with. These people are taking things that are fine as they are, and they are trying to adapt it to a modern culture because they think that that is what people want. And in the process of doing so are actually destroying the product that they're trying to actually sell to people. That's exactly what they're doing. They're destroying the Marvel Comics franchise. They're destroying the Lord of the Rings. And everything that they try to apply this woke identity politics to, they are going to destroy it. You mark my words. But before we get too upset at these people and too angry with them, we have to realize that, you know, guys like Stephen Furtick are doing the exact same thing. Guys like Stephen Furtick are trying to make the gospel cool and gospel relevant and trying to make the gospel amazingly rad. And so God is not this holy, omniscient, all-powerful God that you're sitting under the judgment of. Now, God is some hip, cool dude that can do kick flips with a skateboard because he's rad and cool. And you want to have that rad and cool dude in your life because, you know, you're rad and cool and Jesus is rad and cool. So you guys should just, you know, get together with Jesus because Jesus is dope. Know what I'm saying? I think I pulled a brain muscle just saying that. And see, that's what these guys are doing. They're literally trying to adapt the Bible into a modern culture so that everybody feels welcome and everybody feels a part of this and nobody feels left out. When the truth is, what they're doing is they are betraying the source material to adapt it to some sort of woke identity politics and even the culture of today. And in doing that process, they're actually destroying the source material and ruining the product that they say that they love. Oh, I'm getting ready to preach. That's exactly what they're doing. And if you don't see it that way, then you see it wrong. You see, Romans 12:1-2 says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Eminem ain't got nothing on me. But guys, listen, you cannot be mad at the Lord of the Rings and the Marvel people and not be mad at Stephen Furtick and Hillsong and Elevation and all these other crazies, these Bethels and whatever. You cannot be mad at one and not be mad at the other because they're both doing the same thing. They are literally destroying the source material in order to adapt it to the modern culture. When the truth is, culture change, culture is fleeting. I mean, I remember when Pogs were a thing, and I remember when Geeko jeans were a thing. Did I just age myself? These fads will fade. Culture changes all the time, but the Word of God does not change, and we should never try to adapt the source material to the modern culture. We should let the source material be what it is. Keep it whole, keep it pure, keep it right. Just preach it and let it just, whoever likes it, and whoever doesn't like it, well, you know, there's something else for you. You see, this woke stuff has destroyed TV shows. It has destroyed movies. It has destroyed music. It's destroyed everything that it touches, and if it gets into the church, it's going to destroy the gospel. And that's why we say the things that we say. I'm not a hater. I'm not somebody who, some fuddy-duddy Ned Flanders type. But what I'm telling you is that if you take the source material and you try to wokeify it and adapt it to the modern culture, in that process, you will have destroyed the product, and thus you are working against the thing that you say that you love, and actually you are actually becoming an enemy of the gospel by trying to adapt it to a modern culture. The Bible does not need to be adapted. The Bible was fine. Just like the Lord of the Rings series, all this is a cash grab. All they're trying to do is just make money. The love of money is the root of all evil, and in taking the Bible and trying to wokeify it and modernize it to the culture, that's all you're doing. You're just trying to make money. That's what all of this is about. That's what all the music is about. That's what all the book sales are about. That's what all these modern churches are doing. They are nothing more than money-making machines. That is all that they are, and they are destroying the source material, and thus they have become the enemies of the gospel. Oh yes, friend. And by the way, I think all of this is a symptom of the Divine Feminine rising, which we talked about in 3rd Adam 3, Rise of the Divine Feminine. Go watch that documentary. It's available on our YouTube channel for free. Right there on the homepage, you can check that out, and I know it will be a blessing to you. If there's a red subscribe button below, please hit that button, and it means you're not subscribed to this channel. You will absolutely love some of the content we have coming up in the very near future. You don't want to miss it. God bless you, friend. Have a good day. Like this video, and if you don't smite your like button, then I promise you your transmission will go out in your car, your cat will run away, and your mother-in-law will move in with you. So make sure that that does not happen, and smite thine like button. Have a good day, guys. We love you all, and we will see you very, very soon.